Grand Rising. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Protect me, myself, and the channel. Always, but especially while I open myself up to be a channel for divine messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's see. I immediately heard, wait on the Lord for your help draws near. Yeah. Call back your power, your energy. Yeah. There's some sort of mental manipulation at play here. It's like someone's trying to get into your headspace. It's very covert. It's very Neptunian, very dreamy. Feels very um, subversive. See, the higher realms, my nose is itching. They're very much invested in your ascension. They're very much, it's like, there's opposition here. Listen, your destiny is composed by the divine. Stay on beat, right? There's orchestration happening above, like a regular comprehension, you know? So, yeah, ascended master in training. Your choices are being heavily um, watched and assessed, and there's a lot. There's a lot here. Like, you're supposed to maintain your composure, your emotional control, very balanced. It's all about your emotions. Your emotions are in the driver's seat right now. It's like a trick. I'm very much getting it's a trick. It's the Five of Swords. It's the Five of Swords, man. Like, my throat chakra was fine, and all of a sudden I get a tickle. See what I mean? sluggish. So whatever. It's like somebody wants you to take on their burden, their emotions. And it's like there's some observation to see if it's working. This is someone from your past. It's so strange, like all of it. Someone you definitely disconnected from, someone you might have met just in passing. This is someone I feel like you identified as not a godly person. Right. Their frequency was not in alignment with yours. It's very much giving parrot energy, whoever they are. Like they just regurgitate things that they've heard others say. There's no depth, there's no sincerity. It's something that they just, rewind, play again. This could even been somebody who tried to come across as a holy roller to you. See? Yeah, like I feel like the moment you recognize the clear and present danger, like for real, you went a different direction. Ugh. Very prideful energy. Right. There was something about this person or lack of integrity in them. It's like, not a little shade, but a lot. Yeah. You left very quickly. Time to get going. Lace them up. Yeah. So what is the purpose of this coming out now? This person's still in your shadow. You need to put up extra defense mechanisms because they're still lingering and lurking somewhere. Yeah, even from a distance. Like their mission is to slow you down. See, look, spiritual defense is up, do no harm, but take no, or do no harm first, really. Some serious wind gusts. That's why, you got to call in all your appropriate spiritual protections to guard yourself because this person's definitely becoming more of a thorn, whether you realize it or not. Archangel Michael, I ask you to strike down any and everybody who operates in this low vibrational energy to come against God's chosen collective, people who are obedient. Put them where they belong. Place them under judgment. Yeah, see? Somebody's trying to do like drawer work on you. See, look, they tried to latch on to you, but see how quick things work? Haters blocked and exposed. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I said God's divine, right? His chosen collective. Because like there's something about this person that was trying to reflect your divine essence to you, like you would not perceive. that they were using your own energy. It's very moon, very lunar. Right. Yeah, spiritual hygiene. Again, more. I'm just getting more. Whatever you're doing, do more. Do more. Maybe even look into some new things. But this here, like this person's a magician, but they actually might be on the surface a musician, is really what I'm getting here. Or your ancestors are on it. They made you aware of this person because they came in as a shapeshifter. Yeah, they definitely disrupted these antics, but they still haven't started. I mean, stopped rather. And this person currently, that energy, it's coming through because they come across to you as a fan or a stan or something like that, but they're still there. It's a cloak. It's not even a good cloak. Yeah, like this person's definitely trying to find your frequency. Right. And I feel like they're just salty, right? Because you did switch up the direction and left them there. Yeah, once your ancestors intervened in this, it's like you saw them for exactly who they are. Look, and that makes me feel like someone that hops around from like group to group, picking up what they can, study here, study there, with no real allegiance, but it's all manipulation. They're only there to gain what they can utilize in real time. Right. I feel like they present to these organizations and these groups as someone who's really disciplined, someone who's going to invest the time, the energy, et cetera, that they really do love. But and there's so much hope and all of that. But then all of a sudden they do this sort of like about face and they're like, nah, I got what I needed. I'm out. And I do feel like this person's activities, their antics, and the way they've been maneuvering around different spiritual communities, they've actually picked up quite a few entity attachments. And they could be riddled with things. Like they're experiencing a lot of disharmony. Yeah. By just indulging in all the little sweet treats that they could procure. Someone's actually I'm hearing like the mitochondrial DNA is breaking down, and so this makes me feel like someone who has abused feminine energy because the mitochondrial DNA is what's passed on through the maternal bloodlines. And so if you violate the sacred vessels over and over again, it's like they're the powerhouse within them is slowing down. Yeah, that's what happens. The telomeres has shortened very fast on somebody. Wow, that's so specific. Um, yeah, yeah, they did that. Okay, so I feel as though you got away from whatever this person was attempting to do almost at the nick of time. Like they weren't quite able to latch on. So it's like trying to get into your energy because they're literally trying to bypass the walls. See, here's that fan groupie energy yet again. You really dodged the bullet. Because again, I told you it's a reflection. It's your own energy. They want back down. Even to the point where they've put new people that they have encountered on your tail. Yeah. Ugh. Like this person, it's like they get very decent like rep, you know. And it's funny, right? Because we have the new moon energy happening. And this person, you see all these angels out here, right? All these heavy hitters to go to the crossroads. And when they do this, right? Hello, it's Monday. Right? Yeah. So they'll be doing this, with the new moon and all that. Mm, mm, mm. What's going to happen when they do this? It makes it feel like there's the ego card. They're going to like give you all their energy. It's like that divine timing of like, wait. Like if you've ever seen war movies and like the Roman Empire and stuff like that, where the siege machines have to be within a certain distance to be effective. So your spirit team and your spiritual protection, it's like they're waiting just like a little longer, a little closer. Look, I told you. There's something going on with their body, like they're shutting down. They've spent so much of their own life force trying to vex you, right? To come for you, that it is draining them. It is depleting them. Look, the more they force, the more you dodge, the more depleted they become. Because they don't have it. They don't have it. Spiritual warfare takes energy. It does. It takes energy. And I don't know, like child neglect is here, right? But that made me feel more like whomever was teaching this person different things, there's like a impact to them. It's very regressive. I hope this person doesn't end up like needing long-term care, and it's the care comes from a person where it's like it's abusive, like uh Yeah, like something's wrong with their mental. See, what tripping on you, like the brain is gone. Like somebody's like having a psychotic break. Why is that out there? I mean, oh, because wherever they're going to be, right? Wherever they're going to need this care, they're not going to be able to access you, even digitally, for whatever reason, is what I'm getting. This could be a very like toxic mother figure for them, because like hates parents, blah, 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 blah. If that's the person who has to care for them, oh, like I said, they're waiting. These spiritual heavy hitters out here, they're waiting. Somebody's almost out of time. Told you. Person that she was like, no, I'm really, really good on. Look, see? Judgment's here. That supersedes justice, in my humble opinion. This person could end up like in a facility. No, for real though. Because look, dirty offers here. Bother, intimidate, incarcerated. Ew. Like, yeah, somebody keeps like trying to send you some really nasty energy. Like really nasty energy. Ew. For some of you, I would also be very mindful. I mean, always be mindful. Because this person could attempt to set you up with another person who is sick, and they're just trying to figure out how to cross paths with you. And ew. Look, same energy. Somebody you don't want no parts of, who can't seem to leave you alone. And like rejection is just not a thing for whoever this is. Like they just, who are you to not want me? Like it's terrible. So you know who you are. Oh yeah. There's serious bad karma coming for this person. Like seriously bad karma coming for this person. All because they can't get over the fact that you don't want them. That your intersection in their life, however brief it might have been, because you don't like, it's just part of your road of ascension, your spiritual journey, you learning to trust your higher self. But they are trying to put weird energy. on your path. People who look like they're healed, you know what I mean, who are embodying stag energy. Mm-mm. Yeah, like this person, the amount of patience that they have for this is crazy. Like crazy. Ugh. It's like, how were you able to see them? Like, oh, this person's a heavy smoker. Look, they could be chain smoking, right? Trying to traverse to you. Ew. Ew. Told you, somebody's body's going through mutations. I cannot stress this enough. Something's going on with the veins and everything. Like, somebody need to go see their doctor. Look, I told you this shit is eating them alive. Look, zombie, menace. Cause you didn't fall for the catfish to let them come in and destabilize your whole foundation. You were supposed to believe the VR, but instead you was like, this is a joke. You make me sick. Yeah. I don't know. This person's energy could have really upset your overall disposition. I'm looking at anxiety and the vomiting cupid. Like you rejected this person. Like you just couldn't digest what they were selling you. Yeah. I don't know if this is someone you met while traveling, but I really feel like they're trying to get towards you. They could have even gone overseas, you know. They could have went to see somebody to try to make you a zombie, make you obedient. Fuck. Like, look at this shit. This person's a menace. Look, delete. That's what's going to happen. Whatever this is going to eat this person away. Too much. Too much. I told you, it's because they've gone from place to place to place, belief, taking on all of these spirits, all of these energies. Look, told you, holier than thou. This is one of the, yo, I'm 10 toes down. Let's, da 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 da. Yeah, they think it's a game. Mm, mm. You know, I don't play with stuff. Like, I don't believe in that. Like, I respect people's beliefs and traditions enough to stay away. I'm much more of a purist, and or I attempt to be. Let me say it that way, because I'm always learning. I'm always growing. There's just way too much to research. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's too much to just be like, But respect. Somebody didn't respect the things they were dabbling in. Look, it's like Chinese, right? You know how when you, it's the MSG, yo. You eat a little bit, you think you're full, and then 10 minutes later, you're hungry for something more. Right. That's the type of energy. Right. They got they feel, thank you, next. Like takeout. You can't do that. When I they are a mix. Look at this blender. This is why they got all this conflict in themselves. They really should be concerned. Now, listen. Now their vessel is a revolving door for all of these entities and all of these spirits they have allowed to commingle in their vessel. Look at all these products. Like, just collecting. Look at the receipt. Nah, it's too late. You've opened all those products. You've sampled all those products. You've used all those products. You didn't just, open it and be like, oh, no, that's not for me. No, you indulged. They're not taking that back. Look, as the magician drops out. Like, you did this. Somebody is literally rotting from the inside. I don't know what that's about, but the universe is taking the trash out. I see that too. We already saw delete, right? There's the remote. There's the deleter. There's the taser. It's going to shock people. Because look at this cult. Yeah, microwave dinner, right? Quick. Yo, somebody gonna be on so many medications. That's so sad. But look at this. This is all the energies they were mixing up. Mixologists, look at the pills. Too many cats, right? We already saw that this person's like a party goer. Now look, this is what they vessel's starting to look like. Rent control, right? Cracks are showing up. Plaster breaking down. And this, look, this somebody when they post online, they just go, never stop, go. But something's up. They're rotting. Whatever credit they had, they've exhausted. The gamer and the ghost. Wow. Somebody really thought it was a joke to play with these spirits. They thought it was a game. Now somebody looking like a used hybrid. All beat the shit. They could look like a troll. Listen, no disrespect, but that's a real energy. That's a real energy. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Ugh. I'm hearing, give me all of your love after midnight. So this is when these people like to do their little rituals and shit. Oh yeah. Collectively bring the energies together. The spirit team ain't playing. That's a lot. That is an absolute lot. at this shit. 444. So there's angelic protection here. Just want you to know that. At the center of all of this, there is a magician who's hiding in the background, who's been throwing all sorts of conflict magic at you. I mean, just all sorts of shit at you. Somebody is trying to observe and to study your foundations, your stability. Somebody's trying to influence, control, manipulate. It's like somebody wants to try to control your peace, your abundance, your opportunities. Look, somebody's trying to play with your wheel of fortune. Look, Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, Hierophant. Look at this. And I do mean control. It's like they trying to test God's gangster. And I mean that. See, these little tricks and shit normally work on most people. This is a warlock that one of you guys were with, by the way. Oh, the wheel of karma goes round and round. Like somebody's like casting illusions on themselves. I also see somebody's like overseeing. This is why I feel like spirit is like, it's giving that St. Louis energy. I'm going to get on myself. Somebody also wants to keep you in the house for some reason. What's that about? Interesting. Interesting. So if you spend a lot of time online, right? The purpose of somebody wanting you in the house is so instead of going out and enjoying life, so to speak, they want you online where they could, harass you, bully you, something like that. Like somebody's trying to apply pressure, add conflict to your life. They want you up in your head. Or they can continuously pepper you with bullshit. Look, see? Where they know where you are, looking you. See what I mean? This is crazy. And it's so funny because I was definitely born into the era of the internet. Like, that's our shit. Like, that's our shit. But to see where it's gotten to, and I guess anyone who started on their internet life with America Online and shit like that, like you had to break yourself early from, being online all day, all night. And so to see the phenomenon where, people have panic attacks because their phone and, just this, it's just amazing because they never had to develop self-governance and regulatory responses when it comes to saturation on that level. Same thing, like my generation, non-stop television. Like I've been alive long enough to remember TV going off, the Star Spangled Banner, the flag, and then snow. Like the shit went off. But now, I've lived long enough to where that media cycle never ends. It's constant. It never stops. So you have to be able to say self, turn off the television, self, go to bed, self, get up. You know what I mean? Like you have to have that level of self-governance. And so whoever these people are, they don't have that. So this makes me feel like they could be a different generation. I also listen, there's also a smear campaign, but that's okay. Yeah, because when you're online, right, when you're in the house, they can get a better gander at you. They can study you. They can look you up. Because this is what I mean. Hermit, Four of Wands. Like somebody's watching, could be watching you at home. How? Don't know. Especially for you folks who have like interior cameras, not exterior, interior cameras. You might need to update your networks, your passwords, maybe even go to a locked system or something like that. But they feel like you're controllable in that environment. It's a waste of time. This could also be somebody that you are, in a connection with, that you live with. Like, not to be funny, but I really do feel like somebody out there that I'm reading for, the person that you are with has the need of a psychiatrist, respectfully, okay? Because if they can't see you, control you, they pick fights with you, they tell you, oh, when you're out, I'm not at peace, da 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 da. This person likes to get in their own head. They like to make shit up. Like, mm-mm. Not to mention, like, one of y'all live with someone who has fake accounts, and whatever you do online, they're actually the person messing with you. Like, the calls coming from inside the house, like on some scream type shit. And whatever this person is bantering you about, vexing you about, that's what they're doing, okay? It's projection. They're not afraid. They're afraid to get caught in their own lies and their own manipulations. Spirit's trying to show you that. So my ancestors definitely trying to show them that. You're not perceiving this person as a predator, and you should. Look, this person is like weird. They don't want you getting the attention and recognition that you should at all. This is a world-class hater. For some of you, this is someone who competes in the same industry that you are in. Because I was getting get ready with me when I saw the dusted off makeup cart. And so you could make content as a makeup artist or something like that. And your biggest hater is somebody who has a whole fake ass profile, who watches you, learning from you and all this weird shit. But logs into a different account just to like come at you. For others, you do like healing content, something like that. And again, same field, huge hater, hidden hater. They're the ones who report your shit, everything. And for some, that is the same person you live with, who you share your body with, and they're undermining and sabotaging you every opportunity they get. They don't want your star to rise. They want you where they can control you. Don't marry this person if y'all not married. I'm telling you now. Look, they're a creep. Somebody's absolutely watching you. Look, this crazy ass person you with. Hey, Ray. Listen, this person trying to get you stuck someplace. And I know you're a little like, what? They wouldn't. No, I'm telling you. Like, don't be surprised. Like, I feel like this person trying to get you pregnant too. And then, listen, and here's the crazy part. They don't even come across like that. But that's exactly what they trying to do. Ew. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Like, you have somebody actively doing a smear campaign against you, trying to keep you at a certain level. So, family issues. Look at this shit. Some of you, it could be family. I wasn't necessarily getting that. I'm definitely getting for some of y'all somebody you live with. But if you don't live with nobody, I'm not talking to you. Love you. This could be somebody, who you're just not messing with like that. Yeah. This is a nasty piece of work. It really is. Spiritual hater. Bad karma's coming for them. Because they keep trying to influence your opportunities, your abundance, your rise, you being in your North Node, all of these things. And they like to run to the fucking like crossroads and do that little weird shit. And for some of you, it absolutely is family. Fourth house energy. Your mother, your roots. People who should support you but don't. Oh yeah, groupie, into you, good chemistry. Yeah. Meanwhile, praying on your downfall. You got enough to deal with in this world without the. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who still hasn't gotten the memo that just because y'all share blood don't mean y'all really family. What do they look like? Short, green eyes, coarse curly hair, round face, Australian. So that's one. That's one of your haters. All right. Give me another description of another energy we're picking up on. Freckles, hazel eyes, exaggerated features. This could be somebody who like to, like, literally shave off their eyebrows just to construct them again. I told you I was getting makeup artists for somebody. That's too many. Beard. So this could definitely be someone, they may not be trans, but they could be like a drag queen or something like that. Or shit, could be a man who just has naturally exaggerated features, who has a beard. Their eyes could be hazel. They have an abundance of freckles. Fucking hater. So the next person, red attire, vibrant apparel. So this is somebody who got look at me energy. Flashy. They dress very, very flashy. Asian. Let's see. Is there another energy that we're picking up on, this hater ass energy the collective needs to know about? Dark skin. Immature. Look, mature means they old as fuck, but they don't act mature. Okay? Latino or Hispanic. Brunette. Okay. Now, any of those folks sound familiar to you? Again, we got a freckled, bearded man with hazel eyes and exaggerated features. We also have a person from Australia who is short, green eyes, coarse curly hair, round face. We also have a look at me type energy, red attire, vibrant apparel, Asian. Then we have dark skin, Hispanic or Latino, old as fuck but act immature, brunette. Okay? Okay. Those people sound familiar to you, then please get them out your life post haste. Because, man, they gunning for you. They are absolutely gunning for you. Pay attention. Because I feel like you got some folks lingering around your property and shit. Throwing little weird haymakers at you. Got somebody who got tooth gap. They are naturally occurring in a lot of people. Brown eyes. Plus size. That's funny. Nicely dressed came out, but it's in reverse. So this person may think they know how to dress, but they don't. This person thinks they're a practitioner, but they're not. Older than you, square face. Sound familiar? Medium skin tone. Sound familiar? I must have been describing some folk. Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, there's 5 wands out this bitch. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. All right. Got a bald head man with brown eyes. Got a dark-skinned man who's bald-headed. Older than you. Red lips. Now that's a funny combination. Now, okay, thank you. This person actually could very well be, it says white American here, right? But, you know, depending on your heritage, you could tan pretty well. Like, I've literally had, anyway, I've had tan battles, right? Natural. Like, nobody's laying in beds or nothing like that. But cultures of people who swear they this or that, but will actively have a melanated conversation with me, talk about, oh, I get darker than you. What the fuck, you want a cookie? I'm like, I swore olive was olive and Mediterranean is Mediterranean, and there's a commonality to it all. So what are we arguing? Semantics? But y'all don't really fuck with black folks. But here you are trying to out compete somebody who's not competing and their natural ability to adapt to the climate. What? Weirdos. Anyway, just saying. One of them. One of them. But you know, two of those could be connected. Or three of them could be connected. Dark-skinned person, bald person. See what I mean? It could be connected. Mm-hmm. Then light-skinned bald came out. See, I thought so. All right. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. It's okay. This is going to equate to a lucky break for the collective who's been going through this shit. Fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated. We see this. Because I feel like no matter what they do to try to hold you back, to try to control the situation, you're still in control. You still have freedom. You're still able to make choices, movements, decisions. You're still at peace, and opportunities are still coming in. So somebody really is frustrated that they little bullshit from them and they squad, it ain't helping. It ain't doing nothing. Somebody's going to tell you. How about that? Somebody going to come to you like, and it's so funny. When I say divine intervention, it's like you're going to cross paths with somebody and they going to have something to tell you. Because they themselves are sick of this association. This could be somebody who you excommunicated. Because I'm looking at reconciliation, soul tribe, and close friends. This is somebody who got manipulated or played or was used as an antagonist against you. And it's just like this person has been revealed to them. So they're coming to tell you something. They have some proof about what's been going on that I feel like is going to assist you. Now, I know from time to time I pick up energy about those who are playing and heavy magic, dark magic at that, that they're going to lose their fucking mind. Like they're going to just split and they're going to be split. And it's going to be a bunch like, And so this information that comes towards you could be that where they're going to be like, hey, such and such doesn't look good. You're not going to trust this person. You're not even going to be interested in what they have to say. But at the same time, it will be confirmation. Now, low IQ just came out in the reverse. You're not going to be able to play dumb. And I don't feel like this person going to play dumb with you either. I feel like they're going to have a real conversation about the bullshit that they've been playing and all of that. Like, game peep game energy. It's like you knew it'd only be a matter of time. That's interesting. I also feel like whatever demon they tried to send towards someone is like your light irritates that demon. They can't be around you. They can't do what they're there to do. Anyway, I don't want to go. I don't. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Well, wow, it came right back out. Hermit, all right. Okay. Okay. There's a Capricorn or a Sag Capricorn um, from your past who's doing some sort of spiritual work against you. They are. I feel like Spirit is telling you that they have increased your protection. But again, you need to do it too. Like this person is trying to pull on your energy. Somebody feels like they're drowning. There's Nine of Swords here. And so they like, no, you're going to drown with me. Fuck that. There's somebody who will smile in your face. Ew. What do you want to show us about this Four of Pentacles, Capricorn, Sag energy? What is that? Possessed is more what I'm getting. Mm. This is how they're trying to pull on your energy, by the way, by constantly looking you up. Like, what this person's doing, it's like they want you in the Two of Pentacles, okay? Barely getting by. For whatever reason, they want you in Two Pentacles. Like I said, this person is drowning in some capacity. It could be financially. But every time they dig into you and your energy, they see opportunities coming in. And so they're doing something. They're pulling from you somehow. Mm-hmm. This person is not stable, by the way. They're not. I don't give a fuck how they show up. They're not. Right. They're. I feel like you the boss daddy energy for real, regardless of your gender. And it's like they were able somehow to pull you in before, is what I'm getting, by constantly looking you up, pulling on you. Like, this is mental magic, but it's low level. This sort of spying and stalking and gawking, curious about you, uninterested. You're not falling for it. Like, you are guarded to this person's energy, but you need to be aware. Like, you're ignoring them. Told you, they're drowning. They are absolutely drowning. They're in a bind, and they want you to be in a bind with them. So they're like trying to pull on your energy. They want you in the Two of Pentacles because they in the Two of Pentacles. They're doing everything they can to try to hold on to whatever energy that they can from you. I don't know who the third party is in this. I see lovers here. It could be somebody that they're actually with, and they're both actively trying to conjure you and your energy. Because listen, narcissists, and I consider them demons, by the way. I'm not talking about mental health like this. I'm talking about somebody who has a demon on them. And these people share the demon. And so they don't care if they got to target somebody to get what they want. No. Yeah. The third part, again, it's giving Gemini energy. Lovers is here, but it's making me feel like this is the person, and it could be either one, right? So let's say there's a female and they got a masculine target, right? The man in like her actual dude, like her actual demon partner, will be the one telling her what to say, how to move, so they don't get ignored, so they don't get stuck, so they actually get what they want from these people, and they work back and forth this way. It's the ambitious party in it. Yeah. That, look, y'all think I'm kidding. Look. He's the one behind the female, making sure she looked like the perfect little lick, the perfect little mark. See that Ace of Pentacles? Helps them study. It's giving pimp and hoe energy. It really is. Because it's like protection. When they go out and find their targets with this Knight of Swords here. Look. Fool, Two of Cups. See what I mean? These people are never too far from one another. They could have already both gotten in trouble with the law doing this sort of work. Listen, with Boss Daddy giving money, this could very well be, again, a pimps and hoes situation. Yeah, you would never know. Look, Seven of Swords, High Priestess. See what I mean? That there's a charmer in the background. Somebody who's holding the reins. Because of this. Look. And then when it's his turn, she behind him. You know, tell her this, tell her that. Da, 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 da. So you don't miss the opportunity to tap into the divine feminine energy. This is not a joke. Or divine masculine energy. They work. Divine beings pilfering. The reign of terror is over. I'm not even joking. They're well known for this too. That's why y'all should be real careful when somebody, a throuple or a couple, try to invite you into their fucking bed. Don't do that. Listen, that's your business. That's your business. But you need to understand that there are bigger things at play here. It ain't always just some freaky shit that you're opening yourself up to. These are the same people who call in professional services. Like, man, you gotta open your eyes. Look. These was birds of a feather. Look. They hook up with people. And everybody they hook up with, look, ends up bankrupt, depleted, on drugs, something like that. These people play in magic. And they find people on social media, and I'm getting up and coming stars. This shit ain't no joke. Next thing you don't know why they don't want to fuck with you, they done blocked you on all that. Man, please. Because you don't know what they doing. You don't know how these people really get in, they climb. And if you really were in like the inner circle of how these people are moving, you would know what kind of shitty reputation they already got for this sort of activity. That's disgusting. And these people never amount to anything after they find themselves in this triangulation with these sick ass people. Because you want to be famous, clout hungry. Keep this too busy winning energy. Love your lane that you have created. Getting flown out and shit by these toxic fucking people. Next thing you know, you in a free fall of depression and shit. Issues in your life. Drug problems. All because you hooked up with these energy vampires. Yeah, there is somebody, oh, they are real spiritual. Like, they are so well known for these activities. Y'all better be so careful. Okay, 73 minutes. All right, I'm going to do one more. And that's why people who not about that get ostracized, by the way. They get it, you stuck on the outside. Don't care about that. They rely on being exiled and blacklisted or bald or whatever it is to work in their favor. So you come seeking approval, seeking, well, you don't love me no more. Right. Just another way. You know how many people complain about being an up-and-coming musician and bigger stars, still their shit, like their whole swag, their whole MO? Like, it's crazy how very little talent, besides being a talented con artist, a talented thief, and you're surrounded by them, and then somebody who's innocent, who doesn't know the in and outs, walks into there, and now you're surrounded by fucking wolves, and they're all in on the game. Okay. Good. I hope he do get in trouble for that. All right. What's the news for the collective? We're not taking all. Harmony, balance, peace, happiness, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. I feel like you're gonna just be in this beautiful energy, right? Of peace, happiness, balance, and you're falling head over heels in love with that vibe. Like to feel this space, right? Those are very intense emotions, like sanctuary. Love it. Okay. I feel like it's lasting too. Because the hangman, like that's self-imposed, right? Especially at the period of like hostility and having to like stand your ground and be guarded and defensive, and that's beautiful. But somebody could actually just be like, you could be waving the white flag, right? Maybe you are in love and you've been resisting, you've been fighting it. You're like, no, I'm not. Mm-mm. No, I'm not. Delaying your own happiness. Maybe you're just giving that up. You're like, fuck it. I do love him. I love her. Whatever. Ah, mind your business type energy. Right. But first energy feels more prevalent after a long battle, right? You had to fight so long, Five of Swords, and it's like by any means, right? You gonna have your balance, peace, and happiness. Right. For some of you, this very well could be new love. Like somebody is like madly in love with you. Shit. I don't want to say ultimatum, but some of you could have put it to somebody pretty directly. Be my peace or be nothing. And maybe somebody really had to think about that. Like really had to spend some time really getting themselves right. Like somebody else could have been carrying a lot of energy, look, a lot of toxic energy because they really didn't have great relationships or great dating experiences or anything like that. It could have been like a landmine, like a field of landmines. And it's like maybe after this sort of gauntlet in the dating arena and the soul tribe friends, da 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 da, this is where you really are. And like, yeah, you wouldn't mind being swept up in love, but you're not into anything toxic. I literally feel like you quite literally sacrificed all of those things to get to here. Because this is pretty like horrendous to carry and to like go through a rebirth that like heal all the wounds because you got to start from square one, like the emotional damage, page energy. Hmm. So who has a determination here? Let's see. Somebody got a plan. Somebody got a whole ass plan. They keeping it tight. Some of you need to be aware though. There is a person who's attempting to come into your life, right? And this could very well be a type of love bombing energy. And it's only because you've achieved. Look, I was shuffling and he's still right there. This person, their intention could be to, dislodge. So there's a warning here about what it would be to open yourself up to this new love. And it could be very tragic. You could actually forfeit all your hard work. So please understand, like, I know what you're expecting, right? I know what you're anticipating in this person, someone coming towards you and, you're high vibe and da 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 da. But this is a trick of the devil. Like, this person is toxic as fuck. And it's like, I hate to say it, but your discernment is about to be tested. Like, spirit is going to test you to see if you see correctly, or if you're going to put some sort of love blinders on and fall for the same bullshit, or if you're going to be like, nah, I'm good, I'm going to hold back, maintain my peace, my stability, da 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 da. Because on the surface, I feel like it's going to look good, but this is a hard no. However this person may show up to you, it's not authentic. This is an opportunity for you to level up very quickly, spiritually speaking, by identifying this and moving on quickly, not entertaining it, recognizing the energy within. Yeah. Because they're going to come in strong. They're going to make you think they a leader. They're going to make you think they a boss. They're going to try to bypass your intuition. I'm hearing like, and no disrespect to the artist Common, but I'm getting that vibe coming off of this person. He a notorious womanizer, right? Every woman thinks she gonna be the one that he gonna marry and this, that, and the third, but for whatever reason, he hit you with a fly love, bye love. Be careful. Be careful. Choose wisely. I love it. Because I feel like you're going to be okay. If this resonates with you, you're going to be fine. Because you're content with what you have built. I really feel like you've had to start over in some capacity or another. I keep seeing pages. And I feel like you have literally spent too much time on yourself to entertain any level of immaturity. This person really is going to come in. You're going to think, oh, my ship's done came in. It's a no. It's a no. I cannot stress that enough. It's a no. A lot of air. So this person could be a really intelligent, very fast talker. It's a filter. They're wearing a spiritual filter. How did I just bend that card a little bit? Let's just tuck you in there. Yeah, definitely giving love bombing energy. All of this is a tactic to try to confuse you. Don't do it. They have nothing. Like I said, they're gonna look a certain way on the surface. What I say? Reject it. It's nothing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't do it. Please don't do it for your own well-being. Take a trip. I'm not kidding. Go on vacation. Take a trip. Because I feel like if you do, you'll just like miss this whole alignment. Look, grudge holder. That's such a strange combination. I feel like it'll escalate very quickly anyway. Like this person's real issues will come to the surface. Look at that. Oh my God, I love you. We're so great together. Like, meanwhile, the hatred in their eyes. Like I'm telling you, somebody on demon time. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody really on demon time. Careful. All right, guys. I hope this has helped you. Be mindful. Don't take no dirty offers. Trust your intuition. Read the room. Okay? You're wonderful catches. You really are. Everyone's deserving of high vibrational love, especially when you have put that work into yourself. It is one thing to be accepted, right? And love for who you are. But it's another thing to really put that time, effort, and energy into your own spiritual journey. And tests happen. But you have to recognize that you have done so much work and you are grateful for where you are, no matter what it looks like to anybody else, that you are willing to defend yourself, your spiritual integrity, your physical integrity, your financial integrity against all of this sort of bullshit. New levels, new devils is a real thing. Vampires miss the sun. They just happen to know they'll get burned if they step into it. Doesn't mean they ever stop longing. They hate those who have that freedom. Okay? So Daywalker, enjoy the fact that you can still bask in beauty and positivity and love and godliness. Recognize those people who have sacrificed their souls to gain something materialistically. See that bitter within them. You're not lying to yourself. You're not making it up. That's real. They have really sold out for things that they can't take with them. Protect yourself from that. Have a great day. Bye.